Well, we're on the road again.
We are indeed, yes.
Yeah, we are. September 2024. And we're heading, well, I'm heading up to A&E Leisure. I don't know whether Nikki will be coming into the workshop, but she's coming along for a nice stay though, aren't we?
Yes, we're off to Belmont Hall in Cheshire. We've been there before. We were there for a few days, a couple of years ago, was it?
Yes.
Almost 2 years ago.
It is, I know. It's incredible. January, it's got to be about January 23, I reckon. So it's almost 2 years ago that we were there.
Time flies when you're young.
Exactly. Youngsters we are, definitely.
Yeah.
I think that occasion we were off to fit the VB semi-air suspension on the van. Of course, you'll have seen that film, I'm sure. And almost 2 years on, we're heading back. I'm off, as I say, to A&E again. So look out for the film from A&E, because that is a VW camper van having full VB suspension, which should be an interesting install, that one.
Do you know what I could do with full VB suspension? My hips are killing me.
Yes, that probably would help, actually, to be fair. You'd be like remote controlled then.
Yeah, because I could lift one hip one way and then, I could do that.
Yeah, a bit of VB would probably do you a lot of good, actually. Anyway, we digress. We're heading, it's got to be nearly 2 years, as Nikki says, since we were at Belmont Hall. I know they've done one or two extra things to the site there since we've been there, and therefore we're looking forward to seeing what they've got to offer. And if we can, if the weather lets us, I might even get a bit of an aerial shot of it, because it is a lovely spot, and I'm sure...
Do you know what, you're always droning on. He's always droning on about things.
Sharp as a razor this morning, isn't he? Yeah. I might even try and get the drone up.
Cool.
And drone about it.
Excellent.
Anyway, without further ado, let's go. Allons-y, as they say in France.
Ah, oui.
Well, it's our first stop, and we're stopped in a lay-by on the way up to Belmont Hall. Popped in, and yes, we had to try it. Look what we got in there. Nikki's made some cheese and onion pasties. Lush. And it's on air fry mode. So, whoops, there we go. So we're in air fry mode. It's on.
It's very exciting, and we're not plugged in.
No.
It's all from the solar.
Look how much it's drawing there. 1875 watts. The solar is now responding as the sun's just in fact come out on us. So isn't it crazy how the strangest and littlest things in life get you excited?
Yeah, we're watching the oven.
Oh yes, watching the oven work.
It's like when you first get
off-grid.
It's like when you first got a washing machine or a dishwasher. You watch the appliance.
Yes.
Whenever do you do that otherwise? You don't, do you?
No. Oh, the craziness of being on the road. And of course, the Multiplus has said, no, fridge, you're not going to run on electric on the batteries. So it's swapped it across to gas. Fantastic. As if I ever doubted Jonathan's work at MACSUK. lovely? What a fabulous setting. Even got some visitors. They've obviously heard about the YouTube channel, coming to check it out. Let's go and see if they're okay. But I think you'll agree, a lovely spot. And down at the lake there, you just see one or two of the fishing tents. But a very peaceful spot, and certainly absolutely dead quiet at night. Day to you. How you doing? A lovely spot. One or two other motorhomes here, caravans. Hello. Well, what do you think of A&E Leisure? Do you think they're okay? What do you think? Yeah. Do you like A&E Leisure? Any comment for the viewers? No, I don't think he wants to share his opinion just yet. He's obviously thinking of the right words, I guess. Have a good evening, you. So there we go, that's looking back at some of what they've described now as Lakeview pitches. Obviously the lake is all the way across there, and there's another couple over there as well. Fishing lakes, some beautiful old trees. Look at some of those classic old oak trees there. And then there's a fair bit more to the site behind as well, which I'll show you in a minute. And then when you book online, which you can book direct to Belmont Hall Camping, their email will actually allocate you a pitch. So it obviously asks if you booked on the way in, but it allocated me automatically pitch 2, which is where we are just there, and 1 through to 6 or 7. So if you've already booked and they've allocated you the pitch, then you don't need to check in as such. You just pull up on your pitch and set yourself up and ready. Once or twice a day, some of the staff come round and just make sure everything's okay, make sure you've got everything you need, and sort of, I suppose it's a bit like checking you in, but you don't have to formally go and find anybody if you've already got your pitch allocation from your online booking. But having met the cows, let's take you down and you can come and meet the geese, hopefully, of which there are a fair few Canada geese that come over. You'll be pleased to know that they're on a curfew though, and they don't make a stack of noise at stupid times of the night. In fact, they've already seen me coming, so they don't want to be very sociable today, as they wander away, unless they've merely fallen out with this lot over the other side and they're just all going off in a huff. Probably the latter, to be fair, because they've all got their backs to the other lot. They've obviously had a tiff. Yeah, a goose tiff, whatever a goose tiff is. Now come on, be friends again. Don't all get huffy. I'm sure it's not me you're all disappearing from. Proximity wise though, I mean, it is an excellent spot for, well, obviously if you're visiting Cheshire it's lovely, but if you're coming into A&E Leisure, then it just couldn't be better. So it'll go out to the end of the road here, a quick right and a left, and it's literally about 1.5 miles, 2 miles I suppose. Yeah, perhaps 2 to 3 miles to A&E, through some back roads, through a couple of little villages. Very easy route, and literally 5 to 10 minutes. So those of you who have seen the film that we did a little while back, a couple of years ago now, 18 months, 2 years ago, from A&E, a lot of that area where we're now parked this evening, they've developed. It only went down about as far as that third vehicle from the left, the caravan there, and then it stopped. But they've brought into play a lot more. They've gravelled all the pitches. They've now got drains, grey water drains on all the pitches at the front here. I'll have a look at the ones further back, see if they've got them too. They've obviously got electric posts properly in now, water on the back of the pitch, which I'll show you in a min. So yeah, they've obviously invested each year in the site, so each time I come back they've added a little bit more, and it's really a really pleasant stop now. And of course, if you like fishing, which I do, but I would never have time for here as we're up filming, but I'll have to definitely come up one day, and I'm sure by the looks of it, there you go, Lim Angling Club, and I'm sure if you made contact with them and fancied fishing, as he is over there, well camouflaged, I'm sure they'll be able to let you know what you might need if you wanted to spend some time here. When we got here on Saturday rather, when we got here on Saturday, there was it was very busy, and there were a lot of people fishing that were staying on the site. Saw one or two coming back with fishing kits, so it obviously is something you can do if you fancy that. We're just about 100 metres or so, a bit less, from the main gate. Those stone gate pillars that we came in yesterday, or Saturday rather. There's that lovely outlook. And as I say, you can hear a pin drop at night. What a lovely September day, September evening. What are we now? We're September 16th. In fact, my youngest birthday. Happy birthday to my youngest daughter. Who, as we speak, is in the air, flying to lands afar, landing in Bali to start 6 months of adventure. Gosh, I'm jealous. With her other half. How fantastic is that? So yes, she'll be having a very, very happy birthday. For those of you who haven't seen the other film, then you just see the chimney pots and that of what is a huge building behind the site there. Now this obviously was, Belmont Hall was obviously a very posh place in its time with all this land, but now it's been divided. This land is obviously now motorhome, caravan site, and the whole building itself, part is now, if not all, not sure, but is a private school. So yes, certainly a diversity of uses now, that's for sure. So little pictures, motorhomes on there, caravan, which I think may be one of the site wardens there. That one there is self-explanatory, grey waste drop to the drain, and then just the other side of the hedge there, just through the hedge, literally through the other side of the hedge, there is a black waste drop as well. And then the block here, that's they're both wash areas, a couple of showers in there, and toilets and stuff, all very well kept. Lovely old block as well they're in, aren't they? Which was obviously, I guess, part of the stables in its heyday. Lovely, and if we can get a glimpse through the gate here. Big waste bin there. And then now we're coming out of what was probably that stable block. You get sight of the beautiful old building that it was in its heyday. Look at that, isn't that lovely? A classic old, very posh place in its heyday of single family ownership, which I guess it might still be. They might just have allowed the school to use it, but what a lovely building. Surrounded by these stunning trees. Look at the variation in the way that the hedge is planted there with the different colours. And then the site extends, you see down there, right round the bottom end there, and let's just see if we can work our way around. There is also an events field here, which I've not, or a rally field as they call it. I've not been here when one of those has been on, but it looks like again it's a really good facility. But they've added a lot of gravel pitches now, which is because a lot of these were on sort of dirt stroke mud, so it's made it a much better all year round site. And here you go, here's an idea of the rally field. Cracking, isn't it? Power points all the way around, and of course that amazing backdrop of the house there. So a fantastic space. Alright, let's go down the bottom end of the site. So right down the bottom end of the site, there's still some grass pitches as well here. Still getting use out of them back into September. Look at those. What an amazing old oak tree those two are. Wow. Unhindered growth. Almost a perfect shape, isn't it? And then this is the new area. This was a field last time I was here, and the gate was up there by that hedge. So they've added another, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 pitches, 5 pitches. All well gravelled in. Looks like they've all got water. Yep, all got water. They've got grey waste as well, so sort of fully serviced pitches. Really nice. 10 by the looks of it on the front here. Number 11, that's obviously just perhaps a turnaround spot. But you could do a lot worse, couldn't you, eh? Better than staying at the motorway services down the road, that's for sure. Lovely spot. Yeah, so each pitch got its hook up, water, grey drain there. Light comes on in the evening as well, so you've got a bit of light if you need to get out and about around your van, and generally everything you can need. Fabulous. Well, another campaign over, another stay at Belmont, and what did you think of it?
It's lovely, isn't it? It's a really nice site. You got the lakes there, which are really pleasant, and noticed there were some fishermen there.
Yeah, they've added to those pitches as well. More pitches, better, done better as well. They've sort of gravelled them properly, and yeah, really nice facilities. As good as ever. you know, did the job. I'm sure at some stage, now they're getting busier, they might even have that in their target to increase perhaps the amount of showers. I think there was 1, 2, 3, I think there's in total about 3 showers. So, but who knows, it's still a very pleasant stopover if you're visiting, of course, A&E Leisure for work, or indeed if you just want somewhere which isn't too far from 1 or 2 of the motorways and a bit of a stop off on the way through. Lovely.
Absolutely.
It is. So thanks as always, guys, for watching. It's been good having you along. And I suppose until the next time, oh, by the way, yes, don't forget, check out the channel for the film of that VW camper van. It's a VW California, in fact, T6. So keep an eye out for that film, which will be up on the channel soon, if not already. And until then, until next time,
Au revoir.
we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Salut.
Bye.